Okay, so here's an example of a student portfolio. It's got tabs for homeroom, social studies, behavior, math, literacy. I would say the big ones for me are reading, math, and behavior. That's kind of what in a conference, I'd love to have them go through in that order and reflect. But you can see here an example of a conference prep reflection sheet. So how do you feel about school in general? Just kind of get like a general vibe for how they're feeling about school in general. And then let's talk about reading. And let's talk about reading range, and then which metacognitive strategies you're using to improve in your reading. And have them be the ones to identify them and how they're using them. And then I switch to math. How's your math going? What are your math strengths? What do you want to work on in math? And then finally I ask about behavior. And then, so this is a basic framework then for the conference. The student can then open up their portfolio, go down this sheet, and basically just tell all these answers to whoever comes to their conference and give them a nice overview of how school is going. And then also in here, we've got some of the actual assessment data, math data here. They'll look at their iStation printouts that prioritizes, and then they will set goals and their reading goals sheets. And they're really thinking about what their reading range was at the beginning of the year and what they want it to move up to, and then thinking carefully about what they're stronger in, what they want to improve in, and what their goal is for the end of the year. And then again, really asking them to name the specific strategies that they're going to use to try to improve as a reader. And so again, I lean on these metacognitive thinking strategies as being the specific strategies or skills that I'm teaching so that they can become better readers. And I may also have to supplement with, again, based on like iStation, like, oh, these kids need to learn, long E pattern and short E pattern in spelling. And I can teach that in a guided reading lesson too and supplement. But for them, tracking their own reading, I just keep it based on that fluency comprehension, word analysis, and then thinking really about basically grade level, reading level. I also cruise around every day and do one-on-one reading conferences where I'm looking at what their just right reading level is, and then make sure that they're reading a book in that just right level, not reading a book way too high or way too low. And then just try to engage in a friendly, informal conversation with them where they get to do most of the talking. But again, I always ask them, which of the metacognitive strategies are you using and why? How's it going?
Good.
What are you reading today?
Ghosts.
Which of the metacognitive strategies are you using in your reading right now?
I'm using asking questions and synthesizing information because I take words that I don't really know, and I use synthesizing information to take multiple resources from different things that I know.
So what's another source you're using besides this book?
Asking questions.
I mean, because you said you were synthesizing, which means pulling information from multiple sources or multiple books. Which other sources or books or maybe the computer have you used to learn about ghosts?
Well, once I was doing this research on the Queen of England.
Okay.
And they say her ghost haunts her castle.
Was that Queen Elizabeth?
I think so.
Oh, interesting. And we learned about her in Shakespeare too. Okay, cool. So that could be part of your synthesizing as well. Okay, cool. What level is this book?
It's a 5.3, I'm pretty sure.
Ooh, nice. Does that feel like a good level for you? Okay. Yeah, you've come a long way in your reading level this year, it looks like. Nice job from here to here. Nice work. Okay. Do you feel like the metacognitive strategies have helped you with your reading level this year? What page is that? 75. Do you feel like those strategies have helped you?
Okay.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Keep up the good work.